What's going on? Welcome back to Financial Journey. So today we're going to talk to you about Palantir. I want to go over some of the current data points, break it down on what's really been moving it, and why Palantir has been lagging over this last week. Before I get into any of that, make sure you guys hit that thumbs up, and with that, let's get right to it. So starting off, Palantir did close slightly in the green, 0.68%, kind of low volume, so 38.1 million shares being traded, 53.3 is the average. You have seen more of a reduction in the frequency of transactions occurring on the secondary market above $100,000. So kind of signaling more of a slowdown, and this has been kind of occurring over this last week, which once again does match with this right here. So over this last kind of 5 days, 1 week, Palantir is up 1.45%, S&P up 1.2. So Palantir has been kind of in line with the S&P. So in reality, acting like a normal stock. Palantir and normal do not go hand in hand, especially considering Palantir over this last 1 month up 17.2%, S&P up 1.1. 6 months, like same thing, 43%, 12%, and over this last 1 year, 124% and 27%. So Palantir blows out the market time and time again. So the fact that it is kind of in line, it shows that something is wrong. So I wanted to kind of talk about that and everything else. On a side note, just to go over some data points from today, you did have the FOMC meeting minutes. So it's kind of signaled more of a concern associated to regional banks and things along those lines. But at the same time, also does signal that there should have been a rate cut in July. So I think for this upcoming September 18th meeting, there is now a good likelihood of a 50 basis point cut. So currently showing as 36% for that to occur, 64% likelihood of a 25 basis point cut. So in my opinion, that would be huge for the broader market, huge for growth stocks such as Palantir, and that might be what Palantir really does need to push it kind of higher. So I want to go over a lot of the data points, like I said, starting off with shorts. So shorts did increase a small amount today, 235,000 shares, 3.29% of the free float is being shorted. Works out to be 63.8 million shares overall are being shorted. Cost to borrow average is 0.2, and then there is some signs of manipulation. So you do see cost to borrow minimum being negative. That does mean there is a broker out there physically paying people to short Palantir. Kind of messed up, but this is why I like to analyze a lot of this information, because by shorts increasing doesn't really feel like, or whoever is shorting doesn't feel that Palantir should have been green today. That's how I like to analyze this type of information. There has been no news today associated to Palantir, no SEC filings, no new analyst ratings. So it's kind of just at the mercy of the broader market. And right now, the market is somewhat cautiously optimistic and really propelling a lot of stocks higher given their technicals. So as of right now though, Palantir is sitting at $32.54. So trading between this pivot and this R1. So 32.69 is going to be that next strong resistance slash target. And coincidentally, it did bounce off of that general area. And aside from that, $31.36 is going to be the next strong support. Didn't come close to touching that. So it does show some signs that Palantir does want to break out, but the only thing that is really holding it back is the fact that it is very overbought. So right now, Palantir is higher percentile of the Bollinger Band, above a lot of the key pivotal and moving averages. You do see number of buyers getting in over this last little bit, but stochastic is very overbought, like I said, and sometimes nothing wrong with that. Stocks, especially if they are correcting, can stay in overbought status for a while, but Palantir is a unique stock only because Wall Street still does not know how to appropriately value Palantir. This is why you do see analyst ratings kind of ranging from $9 the low, I believe, to $38 the high. So Wall Street anticipates a lot of volatility and again just does not know how to appropriately value Palantir. So essentially this is why you are seeing a little bit more of a lagging over this last little bit, because Palantir just needs something to propel it higher, and it's been having a lot of good news over this last little bit that has helped it get to that like 17% over this last 1 month. But still, I think it needs help from the broader market. And like I said, rate cuts might be that next big thing to propel it higher. So once again, I just wanted to kind of go over what has been really causing Palantir to lag, what could be the next big thing to really propel it higher. The elite wave technicals, as I did project in my last couple of videos, still is indicating that Palantir is going to get to around that $36 range, so no change in regards to that. So I think that's generally a good thing. Right now, based on options, you do see a lot of money getting into Palantir. So 21 million in calls being done today, 6.04 million in puts. 43% of all the options being done today, though, were bearish, kind of pointing to more downside. This is crazy, the amount of volume that is getting in, but this is all the call options that are being purchased. So you do see a consensus for it to be in excess of $34 this week. So obviously getting that nice push higher. You do have initial jobless claims coming out tomorrow, and then PAL on Friday. So I do feel, yeah, in excess of $34 definitely could be on the table. On the flip side, you do see more of a consensus for it to be sub $30, somewhere between $30.50 and $30. So opposite spectrums, of course, like I said. So the next couple of days could really propel Palantir higher or really break it down. So we'll just have to wait and see ultimately, but definitely in order for Palantir to go higher, you need institutions to once again get back on the buying wagon for Palantir. And I think that at least the next big thing that could really help that as well is more bullish analyst ratings. So aside from Daniel Ives, who keeps reiterating and raising his target, as I brought up in the past, that he is kind of the poster boy, if that makes sense, of Palantir. If he says jump, Palantir says how high. Same with Wall Street. It's kind of crazy. So I think if you had a second very bullish analyst rating on Palantir, maybe $40 or even possibly higher than that, 45, then yeah, that might be that deciding factor to really push Palantir higher. So let me know your thoughts on Palantir. I just wanted to, like I said, go over some of the data points and kind of where it might be going next. Let me know your thoughts. Do you think it is potentially going to be retracing back down to the 30s, or do you think it is going to be kind of $34, $35 range next? What's your predictions? Put that in the description below. One final thing I just wanted to share with you, take advantage of this promo. Simply sign up for a new account, throw $100 at it. They give you 5 free stocks. Each stock is valued up to $2,000. So this is a kick-ass deal. Link in the description below and also the comments. With all that said, appreciate all of you watching.